The phone buzzed once on the nightstand, a single innocent vibration that sliced through the dark like a scalpel. I reached for it half asleep, expecting a work email, but the screen lit up with a name I didn't recognize, Jay. Below it, a preview that turned my blood to ice. Last night was insane. Tell your husband you're at yoga again soon. My thumb hovered. The room was still, only the low hum of the AC and Sarah's soft breathing beside me. She'd come home late, hair damp from a shower she claimed was post-gym, cheeks flushed in a way I hadn't seen aimed at me in months. I'd kissed her forehead, tasted coconut shampoo, and swallowed the small, gnawing doubt the way I'd been swallowing it for weeks. Now the doubt had teeth. I opened the thread. Messages scrolled upward like a horror film in reverse. Heart emojis, inside jokes, a photo of her in the black dress I'd bought her for our anniversary, except she was laughing into someone else's lens, someone else's hotel mirror. My stomach lurched. I sat up slowly, the mattress creaking a betrayal of its own. Sarah, I whispered, voice raw. She stirred, murmured something about 5 more minutes. I nudged her shoulder harder. Wake up. Her eyes fluttered open, sleepy and trusting, then sharpened the instant she saw the phone in my hand. Color drained from her face. That's mine, she said, reaching. Yeah, I answered, pulling back. It is. She sat bolt upright, sheet clutched to her chest like armor. It's not what you think. Classic. I almost laughed. Then tell me what yoga studio has a minibar. And a guy named Jay who signs his texts with a winking tongue. Her mouth open, closed. The silence stretched, thick and ugly. Finally. It was only twice. I was going to end it. Twice. As if quantity softened the blade. I stared at the woman I'd loved since we were 22. The one who used to leave me post-it notes on the bathroom mirror. You make mornings worth waking up for. And felt something inside me calcify. How long have you been lying to my face? I asked. She looked away. 4 months. 4 months. While I'd been working overtime to pay off the mortgage early, planning a surprise weekend in the mountains, noticing she seemed stressed, and bringing her chamomile tea in bed. For months of her coming home smelling like someone else's cologne and letting me hold her anyway. I stood, legs unsteady. I need air. Mark, please. Don't. I grabbed jeans, a hoodie, keys. The hallway light flickered as I passed, like even the house was ashamed. Outside, dawn bled pale pink across the suburbs. I walked until my lungs burned, replaying every moment I'd missed. The late client dinners, the new passcode on her phone, the way she'd flinch when I brushed her neck. Each memory was a fresh cut. By the time I circled back, the sun was up and so was my rage, cold, surgical. Sarah sat at the kitchen island, eyes swollen, 2 mugs of coffee cooling between us. She started talking before I'd shut the door. I was lonely, she said. You were always at the office and Jay, he listened. It wasn't about sex, it was. Stop. I held up a hand. You don't get to rewrite this into some sad little midlife crisis. You chose. She flinched like I'd slapped her. Good. That night, her friends Mia and Lexi came over for what Sarah called wine and moral support. I heard them on the patio, voices carrying through the screen door. He's overreacting, Sarah said, voice thick with tears. It was a mistake, Mia. Men are so dramatic. You deserve to feel wanted. Lexi. Exactly. If Mark can't handle a little flirtation. I stepped outside. 3 heads swiveled. Sarah's glass froze halfway to her lips. Ladies, I said, calm as winter. Mind if I join? Mia recovered first, flashing the megawatt smile she used on bartenders. Of course, handsome. She patted the chair beside her. Lexi giggled, tucking hair behind her ear. Sarah's eyes narrowed. Mark, we're talking. About me, apparently. I sat, took Mia's wineglass, sipped. So dramatic, huh? Mia leaned in, playful. Only a little. We adore you. Adore, I echoed, holding her gaze. That's sweet. Tell me, Mia. When's the last time a man made you laugh so hard you forgot your own name? Her cheeks pinked. Lexi laughed outright. Sarah's grip tightened on her stemware. I turned to Lexi. And you still painting those sunsets? I always thought they looked like the view from our honeymoon balcony. Remember, Sarah? You said no one else would ever see the world the way we did that week. Sarah's voice cracked. Stop it. Stop what? I asked innocently. I'm just flirting back. You taught me it's harmless. Mia bit her lip, eyes sparkling with the thrill of forbidden attention. Lexi twirled her hair. Sarah stood so fast her chair scraped like a scream. Enough. She slammed her glass down. Red wine sloshed across the table like blood. You're embarrassing me. Embarrassing you? I rose slowly. Imagine how I felt reading Can't Wait to Taste You Again while you were at yoga. Mia gasped. Lexi's hand flew to her mouth. Sarah's face crumpled. I showed you what it feels like, I said quietly. Now you know. I walked inside. Behind me, Sarah sobbed, raw animal sounds that should have broken me but didn't. I packed a bag in the guest room, movements mechanical. When she stumbled in, mascara streaking, I was zipping the duffel. Where are you going? She whispered. Somewhere I'm not a punchline. I'll end it. Therapy. Anything. Too late. I shouldered the bag. Trust isn't a light switch, Sarah. You can't just flip it back on because the darkness got uncomfortable. She sank to the carpet, hugging her knees. I love you. I paused in the doorway. I loved you too. Past tense. That's the part that hurts most. I left her there, the house echoing with the slam of the door. Outside, the night smelled of cut grass and distant rain. My phone buzzed, unknown number. Hey, it's Mia. If you need to talk. I deleted it without replying. At a red light, I finally let the tears come. Not for the marriage ending, but for the man I used to be. The one who believed love was bulletproof. The light turned green. I drove forward into whatever came next, windows down. Wind roaring like a promise I wasn't ready to hear yet.